Alright guys, and welcome back to the live stream. Welcome everyone that is joining us just now. I'm just getting a couple of things set up, and then we are going to get right into it. But anyway, welcome again everyone that is just now joining. If you did not watch the last live stream, basically we started a brand new game on the political process. I tried to... Just so you guys know, I did try to play, what do you call it, Power and Revolution, but that did not work out the way I wanted it to, and I'm going to try to fix it, and maybe I'm going to try to stream in about 2 days. It's a Monday, so I'll try to shoot for a Wednesday stream. I actually, on Wednesday, I'm not going to be doing it around this time. I actually have something to do around this time on Wednesday, but I'll try to do it that night. So probably, hopefully, you guys can actually see some more Power and Revolution live streams as you guys have been wanting to, instead of the political process. I've been trying to get a good balance between these games, so do be patient with that. But anyway, just as a rundown of what we did in the previous live stream, we did start a brand new game. We're playing as Adam West, and we are playing as the mayor of the city of Quahog. That is obviously a fictional city, and if you have any idea of what the hell I'm doing, you obviously have watched the TV show that I'm referencing here. Hopefully I don't get copyright striked by whoever owns, I think it's 21st Century Fox. So, oh, it's gonna be Disney again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't do that. But anyway, we have 1,500 political points. We are mayor, again, of the city of Quahog. We are progressive Democrats, 64% approval rating. I wonder how. We are 51 years old, and we are playing out of Newport County, Rhode Island. Newport County is the southernmost county of the state of Rhode Island. So if we go over here to history, we can obviously see that Adam West spent $100,000 to investigate who stole water from his sink and plants in the year 2000. In the year 2002, 2 years later, he leaped into a toxic waste dump to gain superpowers. And then in the year 2006, he spent $15,000 of city money on the Diggum the Frog statue. That was a great technological feat for Mayor West. And then in 2007, he did declare himself mayor of Quahog after Lois Griffin stepped down and then shot 3 men who opposed this move. He was not prosecuted for those crimes, so unfortunately, he is still mayor of the city of Quahog, even though he did that in the year 2007. He's a 2-term mayor of the city of Quahog. Obviously, he's been a mayor for far longer than that in the TV show. And then he was also a sleeper KGB agent from 1981 to 2009. So he has a very, very interesting portfolio behind him. Stats, let's go ahead and look at his stats. He is since the beginning of the game, it's only from the beginning of the game, he has won all of his primaries, and he has also won all of his general elections. We just got elected for a 2nd term in the previous live stream. And then legislation written, he has written 5, and then all of his pieces of legislation have been passed by the city council. So we are on a roll with 100% passage rate for our legislation. Let's go ahead and look at his primary history, or his election history. Quahog mayor for the primary. He was the sole person running in the Democratic primary, and then in the general election, he got 16,000 votes, up from his 5,000, nearly 6,000 votes in the primary election. So he gained about 10,000 votes compared to the primary. It's as if, like, all of the votes from the Republican side went over to Adam West, and then he just, like, got all of that. It was a pretty close election for a pretty Democratic county, be it. I'm also playing, I'll have you guys know, I am playing in the, what do you call it, the beta. So if you see a couple of things that are not in the game that you are playing, Finally made a stream. I made a stream a couple days ago. I didn't see you in there, Archie. What you talking about? Alright, let's go ahead and read chat real quick, and then I'll go ahead and get into the game. Hey bro, I'm back. Political WizKid Predictions. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us today. FBI Marshall, sorry I haven't been able to watch your live streams. You're cool. I haven't been streaming that much anyway, so I really want to get back into it. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and I'll go ahead and talk about why I basically kind of took a week away. I live in Texas, so if you guys were watching the news, or unless you were living under a rock, you probably know what was going on in Texas. Hey bro, I'm back. Love your streams. I think you should run for state senator. I actually think I might. I think I'm gonna go for either state senator or federal senator. I'm thinking about going into the U.S. Senate. I mean, I think that's the end game for Mr. West here. Is that I want to have him run for. God, I hate how these things are popping up at the bottom right. I'm sorry. 100,000 for sink water? Yes, sir. He spent $100,000 on sink water, and goddamn, he killed 3 people. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. City news. Let's go ahead and look. So, week 1, we see that the income tax has been established. There is an alcohol tax now, so the Pawtucket Brewery is now being taxed for their receipts, and then school property tax goes up this year, and then social services has been established by Mayor West. This was established by the city council, but the minimum wage goes up from $7.25 to $10 an hour, and then there is an assault weapons gun ban. Unfortunately, and I actually wanted to vote against that, but unfortunately, it got all of the city council members to vote in favor of it. So I, even if I did vote against it, it would have been, my veto would have been overridden. So it would have, basically wouldn't have made sense to vote against it. In this previous election, Republicans gained seats in the state senate. Republicans gained 5 seats in the most recent state senate election. They now have 7 seats compared to the Democrats' 21. There's a very close margin in the state senate of Rhode Island. 1 star. I actually have no idea what you just said there, but welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and throw that into Google Translate. And then Nation. Republicans gained 1 seat in the most recent Senate election. They now have 55 seats compared to the Democrats' 45 seats. 1 star says, how are you? I am doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. Just recovering from that big snowstorm that hit the state of Texas and many other states just north of us. So we are still recovering. They shut off our water. They did a lot of things to basically kind of have a little fun with what was going on. It was wasn't the best experience that I've gone through. It's just I mean, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy how much snow we got. I mean, we never expected that. For those who are watching right now, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more content like this, just hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any videos that I do make in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with this game. Alright, and chat seems to be a little quiet today, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on with what's going on here. Let's go ahead and lower. Do we want to eliminate these? Let's go ahead and eliminate the Jiraga punishment for this. Epic Idiot, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us today. And guys, how does my mic sound? I actually got a new filter for my mic, so I don't know if it sounds any different, if it sounds the same, but I wanted to see what you guys thought about how the mic sounded in this one. It's just a little filter that I got to prevent more sound traveling into the microphone whenever I'm not wanting that sound to go into it. I also edited some of my settings in OBS, so hopefully, again, it does sound better for you guys on the other end. Alright, we're going into the week 52, and we have nothing coming up this coming year, so this is going to be an off election year. And let's go ahead and see what state and city law is going to affect this year. And we have a decrease of the city property tax from 1.76% to 1.7%. The gasoline tax creates a gasoline tax for 20 cents per gallon that actually helps fund our roads. So now we have more discretionary funding to actually use, and our surplus actually grows. We're going to make a new city budget just coming up in a second. Student welfare committees in the school. Student welfare committees established by the city, or not the city council, but actually by the school board. So this has been established. School law, teacher salaries goes up from $65,000 to $66,000. I believe that is just overall instead of just for masters, or unless this is actually for bachelors. It's for bachelors. The lowest one is always going to be bachelors. Bachelors and then masters, because the pay difference between a bachelor and a master, those are obviously going to be different. Michael Falk, welcome to the live stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Jail sentences for drug criminals decreased from 1.25 years to 0 years, 0.1 year, 0.01 years. And then the state income tax increased from 3.8% to 4.1. Second bracket goes up from 4.9 to 5.2, and then third bracket goes from 5.9 to 6.3. And then gasoline tax goes from 42 cents to 49 cents, including the city tax. That's 49 and then 69 cents total if you're living in the city of Quahog. That is going to be a lot of tax. And then, I mean, prices might even go up, so that's going to be interesting to see how the tax situation goes. How far are you wanting to take Adam? I want to take him to possibly the United States Senate. The United States Senate is going to be the end game here in the near future. The sound is excellent. Thank you so much. I'm glad that this new mic filter sounds great. And then state law. Drug criminals, so our city law, so again, with the city law and then the state law, that actually went down at the same time, so less people are going to be thrown into jail. State law, assault gun ban establishes assault weapon ban, so assault weapons are now banned in the state of North Island. So not only are they banned in the city of Quahog, they are banned in the entire state of Rhode Island. You have unfilled protege slots, so we're going to go ahead and make a couple of proteges. Let's go ahead and look through our city departments. Nothing to report for the fire department. That's great. So crime has decreased 19.4%, and then officers increased 96%. Transportation, 68% of roads are in good condition. Roughly 42% of roads are experiencing some sort of congestion, reducing traffic flow. I recommend increasing the road maintenance budget before road conditions get too bad, and then also recommend increasing the road construction budget. Adding more roads and more lanes will help reduce congestion, so we're going to do that in this next city budget. Alright, city jail system currently houses 98 inmates at a cost of $4.2 million. Zero recidivism programs are going to make that in this next calendar year. Monorail for Quahog. Yes, sir. Let's make a Quahog monorail. Welcome to the live stream, Mr. Gabe. Everyone, let's go ahead and give a good old round of applause for our Mr. Gabe. He's the economist of this channel, always giving me great advice for games whenever I make them, so I cannot wait to see how he thinks of this next episode of the United States whenever it comes up. Hello, Mayor. I've been looking over the data, and it appears that Quahog approximately has 112 homeless individuals. Of those, 100% report having access to some form of homeless shelter. Since last year, homelessness has decreased by 1%, so things are improving in the city of Quahog. Mayor West, it's a pleasure to see you. Parks and Rec is doing well, and I look forward to working with you this year. So, I bought TPP a couple of days ago, and I love playing the games. It's awesome. It's awesome. I just really wish the guy would update it more. It kind of gets repetitive as you play, especially as you just kind of like go from, you know, the first couple of years is kind of fun to play. Like, there's actually playability in the first couple of years, but whenever you just kind of like as the years go on, it's basically like the next election. It's just always about the next election. And I mean, I guess that kind of sounds like what it's like to be a politician in this day and age. It's like that's all they look forward to. It's always about the next election. It's always about the next election. So, I mean, I guess there's a lot of realism in that regard, because it's, you know, what I have not been doing, I need to automate these. We need to automate. Fundraising for campaign. We have not been fundraising for a couple of weeks now. Let's go ahead and make the city budget for the city of Quahog. We're not going to be messing with our taxes today. We have $27 million to spend for our city surplus. We could create a corporate tax of 2%. That actually gives us nearly $10 million to mess around with. That leaves us with $36 million in the bank that we can actually mess with. So guys, if you have not subscribed to Gabe Vogel, go ahead and give him your subscription. He makes some great content. He has a good India series that's going on right now. 4 episodes of the Republic of India that he has created. So go and subscribe to Mr. Gabe for some great content that is similar to mine. Wheel tax. How much are we going to get off of wheel tax? $25, $1.6 million. Now we can do a corporate tax if we want to. I'll probably try to... You know what? Let's go ahead and create the corporate tax. No, I'm going to hold off on the corporate tax for right now. I'm going to hold off on that. Police department. What do we want to be giving you? You want $31 million, so let's go ahead and give you about $32 million. $32.1 million, $22 million for the police officers, $4.8 million for police staff, $2.6 million for administrative support, $600,000 for recruiting and personnel services, police academy $1.5 million, and in total expenditure is going to be $32.18 million. Chris, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Guys, if you are watching us right now, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more content like this, just hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. But we have 10 people watching this. Let's go ahead and get this video up to 10 likes by the time we get over this. How's the weather in Texas? Warmer. We had a lot of snow, and actually, I did not lose power, surprisingly, the entire time that the storm was here. I mean, over 3 million Texans lost power. So it was an interesting one. I mean, it's the worst snowstorm in my lifetime. I've ever seen in this state. I mean, I've never seen something like that happen. So, I mean, if there's a Texan in the chat that can remember anything past 1977, 78 about snowstorms, I mean, definitely do tell. Stream City Skylines. Ooh, that's a first request I've gotten for City Skylines, even though I have over 200 hours on City Skylines. I mean, if people want to see City Skylines, I'll definitely do City Skylines. I know Gabe would love to see some cities Skylines. Thoughts on Ted Cruz conveniently leaving for Cancun? I mean, it's pandemic fatigue. I mean, we haven't been able to do anything for a long time, and a lot of people want to do things that they haven't been able to do since the beginning of this pandemic. So, it's on one hand, yeah, I mean, even he said that, like, he was having second thoughts about it, as soon as he left. And then he just kind of knew something was going to be bad, because he knew he was just doing it for his family. So he kind of knew that people were going to get upset at him. So it was, and then as soon as people did get upset at him, because, but the other thing about that too is that, like, people aren't trying to do that just because, like, oh, they think it's unfair. They're just trying to, as I said earlier about this game, look toward the next election. They want to get something. They want to get some sort of ammo to use against Ted Cruz about his conduct during the pandemic, and then say, like, oh, well, why do you want to elect a guy who literally didn't care and left your state during one of the worst snowstorms in recent memory, and also during a pandemic? So, I mean, let's go ahead and give $7 million to road construction. Actually, let's do $7.5 million. That leaves us with $1.3 million in the road trust fund. Public Works, Mayor's Office. I wonder what happens if I reduce the funding to the City Council. Recreate Dallas on City Skylines. Oh yeah, I need to get a lot of assets for that. I mean, I could totally make a fictional city. Only thing about City Skylines with me is that I am awful at trying to fix traffic, and I'm also really bad at road planning, I guess. Like, I mean, I guess city planning. Like, I love the game, but how will the Texas governor race next year will go if Beto runs? Will it be close? Maybe, but I think Beto running in so many different elections, trying to I don't know. Beto just I don't think Beto would be a great governor. I mean, he ran for Senate, he lost. He ran for president, he lost. Like, I mean, he was a House representative in one of the most Democratic areas in the state. So, I mean, if he wants to go for another loss, I mean, I guess he can. That's him wasting his money, not... I ain't donating him. Trying to make a Floridian city on City Skylines with minimal assets. Possible. If I get a nice plan for it, I'll make a series on it. I actually make... I mean, I have the ability to, like, play the game, like, fluidly. I mean, I could do, like, 1 or 2 live streams of it. I mean, that could be fun. This would be very great time to announce another run. Depends on what's happening. We have a midterm year coming up, so I need to finish up the city budget instead of talking. Corrections, drug courts, we defunded those. Police department, we increased funding to the police department. Animal services, public safety, city attorney. Public defender's office give you $1 million, and then prosecutor's office, let's give you $1.2 million to prosecute criminals in a court of law. Now we have $18 million left in our surplus, so we can continue on. Social services. And social services, let's give you $1.5 million. You should max out your budget on infrastructure. I want to continue to build up money in my roadway trust fund. That way I'm actually able to save money just in case I actually need to do that, which I will. But I mean, I'm probably not going to be a mayor long enough for, at most I'm maybe going to be mayor for another term. Because I know, like, whenever, I could actually have a protege go in and step into the mayor's office just to, I don't know. Let's go ahead and submit this budget over to the city council. We have no bills that are being submitted over to the city council. And then we are now fundraising every turn. You have failed to complete the following request: criminal justice reform. When did I ever promise to do that? Well, look at that. Exactly $2,000 for your next campaign election. Dyslexic Doodle Bob, hello, welcome to the live stream. This would be a very great time to announce another run. It kind of depends on what elections are coming up in the future. I know a Senate election is coming up, so we could actually try to get into the Senate election. That way we can fundraise. If we win the primary, hell, I mean, we're senator. But if we lose the primary, then that's going to be another thing. What we could also do is that we could run for governor. So we could do governor of Rhode Island, or we can run for Senate. So do you guys think I should run for Senate, or should I run for governor? Or should I just go into the state legislature? Should I go for state house, or should I go for state senate? Which one should I do there? Heard a lot of interesting stuff about your attorney general. Do you think with the scandals he'll lose election in 22? I thought he was going to lose the election. I mean, I voted against him in 2018. The year we're coming up on. I don't know. It really depends on what the polls are looking like by then, and if there's just a lot of people who don't want to elect Republicans for another term. At least what I'm looking at right now, that may or may not be the case. We got governor, state senate. I am the senate. Yeah, I know. We got 2 for governor, 2 for state senate. Mr. 2 says state house, then governor, then senate. Yeah, that's a good one. We have 3 for governor. A lot can change in a year, as 2020 has proven. Yes, sir, that has been proven. We got 4 for governor. Got more votes for governor. Governor West. Governor Adam West. Alright, looks like we're going for governor, I guess. City budget process has ended and has finished, and a new budget has been passed by the city council. You'll be able to view the new budget at the beginning of the year under the budget tab in the metrics. Let's go over to metrics real quick and look to see what we are doing. So it looks like our economy approval is going up. Our education approval is around the same, but then our poverty approval is going up. Infrastructure approval is about mellow as it can be. And then department effectiveness approval has been maxed out almost. Just about. Moses is in the live stream. Yeah, it looks like, I guess we are going for governor. It looks like more people are voting for governor than anything else, so. Attend Thanksgiving parade. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and do that. All the way down Spooner Street. In 2018, the following elections will take place: U.S. State House, Governor, U.S. House, U.S. Senate Class 1. Rip Adam West. Yes, absolutely do. Rip Adam West. I really do miss the guy. I loved him in Family Guy, honestly. He was my favorite character. Give dogs the right to vote. Yes, we should give dogs the right to vote. Brian! Where's Brian at? And then, let's go over to Protege real quick. And we're gonna wait until our primary is won. So then, we're gonna go for governor. The governor is the leader of the state executive branch overseeing the administration of state agencies. The governor also creates a state budget proposal and sends it to the legislature for adjustments and approval. Term is 4 years, $135,000 salary, and the deadline is 8 weeks from now. I heard George P. Bush will possibly challenge Ken. Do you think that will happen? I really hope so, because if Ken Paxton can get out, I would love that. Like, I just don't like, Ken Paxton. Like, I just don't. I really do not like that guy. The Attorney General of Texas, I just, ugh. Alright, let's go ahead and apply for this governor's position. Heath Pavlov. No, I'm not going to do a Russian. Doris Hill, you look pretty enough. Let's go ahead and pick you. And campaign promises, let's go ahead and say that we are going to reduce. We're going to reduce state income taxes. Don't worry, we're going to replace it with the sales tax. Select priority, and then poverty. We're going to fight poverty. And then we are going to fight crime. And then next week, we're making $9,000 off of these campaigns. Let's go ahead and see the incumbent. So we have an incumbent. We actually might lose this one. Next time we will run in a open seat, but I should have assumed that there was an incumbent governor going right now. Because usually you actually do get more money off of those campaigns whenever you do. Let's go ahead and open. $26 million, $1.7 million to the Road Trust Fund. And let's do total budget request is the same as it was last year. $32,166, $32,118. See, actually, yeah, if we do become governor, we are actually going to institute some state grants, because if we could actually get some federal or state grants, that would help us out a lot. Wait for her term to end. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to go ahead and submit that budget. We're gonna fundraise. At least we're gonna be able to get a lot of money. We're gonna be able to fundraise in the next election that we do. Withdraw and run for State House or U.S. House if it is open. Let's go ahead and look. State representative retiring. It did not say that there was anyone retiring. Well, actually, let me look. Let me look back. Yeah, there was no one retiring in this election. So this is interesting because we are running against an incumbent. We're gonna do fundraising, phone banking, 30%, 30%, 30%, 30%. Ooh, now we're getting some money. And then we need to look at her platform. Citizens spent their entire lives, so she does support Social Security. Free college. let's do a poll. 1,000 people. Voter intention. Voter enthusiasm. Priorities, economy, education, and taxes and poverty. It's $40,000 out of our thing. Wow, look at that. We're gonna lose 91 to 9. That is a dramatic loss for Mr. West. We need to go ahead and do some internet ads just to get our name recognition out there. And that helps out. Let's do another poll. Voter intention. Adam West. That narrows the gap to 54 to 45. So at least we're not going to be going. At least we're going to be going down swinging. That is going to be something that will help us. Campaign, marketing, overview. Independents cannot vote in this primary, so we have closed primaries. We have $79,000 in the bank. Ooh, there we go. Now we're banking. Now we are banking. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and open more field offices. Yeah, let's go. Let us go. Let's do staff. Train you twice. Event coordinator. We have 8 or 9 weeks until the election. I mean, you were in a situation where you, the incumbent, lost the newcomer. Yeah. Most conservative position and most liberal position. Most liberal position. I would have to think about that. Provide staff with training. Event expenditure goes down. Schedules. Oh, we need to be doing interviews. That is what we need to be doing. Interviews, yes. Ooh! And then just do some fundraising for 10 hours. Let's say we want to increase the minimum wage. What do you think of my governor, Kevin Stitt? What state is he from? I've actually never heard of him. Go ahead and see. Adam West. Woo! Wow, we are very close. Very close. Very close. This is going to be a very hard fought election. Alright, we have 100% voter recognition. And we are ahead. We are ahead. So we need to, we have very high voter, let's do 500,000. So it's obviously within the margin of error. Policy support, voter enthusiasm. Let's see the voter enthusiasm. Voter enthusiasm, 74%. We have a very high voter enthusiasm compared to the incumbent, Brenda Hunt. So if we... Alright, we are now in the final day of the election. Let's go ahead and say... spend the rest of our money on universal preschool ad. Hopefully that works. And we have no more money. Well, I mean, we got a little bit of money to spend on that. Providence, Kent, Washington. Let's see who wins. It's going to be a close one. And we lose by about 10 points. That is again, very hard fought election. We at least put up a very good fight, even though we literally just bankrupted ourselves. So that was interesting. At least we're going to be able to fundraise off of the amount of name recognition that we actually have. This is possibly because of the amount of the history that we have. I mean, we did shoot 3 people, in a couple of elections ago, just because we took over after Lois Griffin stepped down. So that's and that was probably why. That was probably why. Vote on legislation, universal background checks. Yeah, let's go ahead and support that. We're signing out into law. So we're just going to be fundraising. And I think we're going to go for a position in 2020. President Clarence Catsby will be seeking election in this next term. Federal laws coming into effect. What state are you doing? I'm doing Rhode Island. You got a lot of votes for someone challenging an incumbent? Yeah, I did. Do you think your governor will be primary challenged by a more Trumpy right-wing candidate next year? Well, actually, that wouldn't even make sense in Texas because, I mean, Abbott is pretty, quote-unquote, Trumpy, air quotes. He is he's basically like the Trumpiest Trumpy you would ever Trump. That made sense. Run for re-election as mayor. Let's go ahead and just in case we do not win in this next election, just so we have a job. Well, poverty, economic. We're gonna go ahead and promise to reduce property taxes again. Crime. We're gonna reduce crime. And infrastructure. Reduced congestion. 85. Let's see if we're being primaried. We are not, so we are in an open, just a lone primary. No one is challenging us. We have a very high approval rating, so that means that no one is going to be facing us. Let's do an additional $200,000 for traffic operations and road streetlight maintenance, and then road construction. We're gonna give $7.5 million. Go to police department, and let's do $30.5 million. And let's do that. Let's go over to metrics. Let's go over to city budget. And this is our term. I mean, this is like, look at the amount of money that we've been getting, and even our expenses are going down. So that's a really good to see that we are making enough money every turn. We have a fund value in our road trust fund of $1.4 million. And then we have $139 million in our treasury fund. So just in case we do start running a deficit, or the next mayor comes in and then kind of starts making new policies and doesn't exactly enact the same policies that I enacted, basically they are still going to have this amount of money to go through, just so it doesn't screw them out in the end. Abbott is one of the most powerful Trump-like in power. Yeah, basically. Sorry, PGA, gotta go, but have a good day, rest of the stream. You too, thank you so much for joining us here, Archie. Guys, if you're watching this just now, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more content like this, again, just hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any videos that I do make, even if there are memes that last 5 seconds. Love making those memes. Oh, this is the school board. This is all the school board budget, not the city. Police, fire, public safety, other. Do Do you think Greg will run for president in 2024? No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, he's gonna run for election in 2022, so it looks like that he does want to stay in the state of Texas for at least right now. So I mean, people like run for election like and then run for another election that same year. I mean, Joe Biden actually in the year 2008, he was running for election for Senate in the state of Delaware, and he was running for president or vice president at the same time. So he literally simultaneously on election night was declared the winner of the vice presidency and the winner of the senator of Delaware. But before he was sworn into office before January 20th, 2008, Joe Biden had to resign as senator of the state of Delaware. So that was interesting. I actually didn't know that. So fun fact about Joe Biden, that he won two federal elections at the same time. And we're basically just fundraising right now. Yeah, we're just getting the money that we can. Alright, the voter enthusiasm is low, could decrease voter turnout, which could give the advantage to our opponent. Also try to win over independent voters, get a sense of where independent voters stand on the issues, then consider adjusting your campaign platform accordingly, but not to the extent that you upset voters from your own party. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to campaign, we're going to go to poll data, we're going to do voter intention, policy support, voter enthusiasm, priorities. Voter enthusiasm, voter intention is about split down the middle. They actually have more Republicans voting for him than Democrats, so we need to fix that within the next couple of weeks. Policy support, we have the highest. Voter enthusiasm, we have the highest, 69%, and then it is taxes, economy, and poverty. So let's go ahead and go over to policy. We're going to do taxes, reduce city property taxes. Economy, we are going to, and poverty. And at events, Cohog, we're going to get a couple hundred people to turn out to vote for us. And then minimum wage. Looks like the voter enthusiasm is going to be a little bit of an issue. Well, I mean, we're a little... Yeah, it's going up as we click through. Regarding a flat tax. Let's go over here, go to taxes. What does the city of Quahog think about a flat tax? Republicans 60%, Democrats 22%, independents kind of are still against it. Texas doesn't have a governor's race in 2024. Yeah, I know. If Ted Cruz runs for president in 2024 instead of running for re-election with the Republicans, who do you think will run in a seat? I actually do not know. I'm not one of those people that can kind of like say like, oh, I think this person is or this person. I don't have that kind of knowledge. I mean, I have knowledge in literally every other aspect except that. So it's kind of hard for me to judge who I think is going to run in a certain place. If I could do that, I mean, shit, I would have way different content than this. Because sometimes I just kind of know that I'm going to be wrong. So it's just about, you know, I mean, if you can actually predict that, hell yeah. P. Bush, maybe. let's take a poll. And 52 to 47. I'm gonna do one more rally. And we're gonna do... infrastructure. Let's do 20,000 into the economy. Alright. And we win by a larger margin than in our previous election. So, interesting to see that Republicans actually lost votes. Well, I mean, let's actually go over here. Profile elections. So 53 to 47, and then in the previous election, you can actually see Rhode Island governor. We lost that one. Gog mayor, it is 52.9 to 47.1. So it's actually we actually got just a couple hundred more votes than in the previous election. Same amount of people are being forced to vote for Mr. West. Maybe that guy with the eye patch will run for Senate in 2024. Dan Crenshaw, that's actually the name of the guy with the eye patch. His name is Dan Crenshaw. He's a representative of Texas's 1st congressional district. Mr. Crenshaw. Elections, policy stats. So we have now 3 primary elections under our belt, with 2 of them won. General election wins. General elections 2. Well, I wonder where it says that. Thank you. You were a worthy opponent. Senator Michelle Boyce will not seek re-election. No, if you run in this election, you have a good chance of winning. All right, show. Should we wait another 2 years in 2022 to run for governor of the state of Rhode Island, or should we throw our hat into the ring to run for this senator position? You actually have an opportunity to, again, run for Senate. So, should we run for Senate, or should we wait 2 years to run for a governor? Okay, we have a lot of people telling me to go for Senate. Dan Crenshaw is the representative district above me. Al Green is the rep for my area. Oh, that's actually really cool. You're a very renowned representative. Mine is not the most well-known. So we have one telling me to go for governor. Or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people telling me to go for Senate. So I guess we could go for Senate. Welcome to your new term as mayor. And again, that's the reason why that I ran for re-election in this one. Just in case we do not win any more elections, we will be able to run. We will basically have a job just to kind of like under our belts, just in case we do lose the election that we run for. U.S. Senator. The U.S. Senate is the upper chamber of the federal legislature. It is responsible for drafting legislation that creates or updates federal law. The Senate has a responsibility of confirming cabinet secretaries and federal judges. Each state is represented by 2 senators. Term is 6 years, $174,000 per year, and then the deadline is in 6 weeks. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn, create this city budget real quick, because we're going to have to be forced into creating this city budget. Let's go ahead and meet our campaign promise of cutting the city property tax. And then let's go ahead and give $30 million instead of $32 million to our police budget. And then police budget, we actually need to help pay for something. So let's increase the alcohol tax. We're going to increase it by about 50 cents. All right, let's go ahead and submit that budget over to the city council, and then let's go ahead and run for U.S. Senate. I'm gonna pick Doris Hill, who helped us on a city council campaign, and then we're gonna do economic, reduce federal income taxes. We're gonna go for federal preschool program, and then we're gonna reduce federal poverty. So I know $25,000. Al Rosenberg. Oh, we are running against someone that is formidable. Oh God. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I know this guy, if we win, this guy's going to be number 2. I am predicting this right now. Al Rosenberg is the current representative of the state of Rhode Island, of the 1st District of Rhode Island. I actually paid attention to this guy in the last live stream. I know he has a lot of political experience, so this is going to be a very, very hard-fought campaign against Mr. Rosenberg. Platform, let's see what you got over here. We need to continued funding of supplemental nutritional assistance program is crucial. I'm opposed to universal basic income. We're gonna have to take a poll on that. Decreases rate from 1.7 to 1.6. Let's go ahead and pass that into law. So we already have the name recognition across the state. Finance. And then alcohol tax goes up. Campaign. Volunteers. Fundraising. That's just full-on fundraising. 30%. Let's do that, and then policy, we need to go over to staff. Upgrade her 2 times. Press secretary. Audience size. Finance director. Scheduler, market strategist, volunteer coordinator. Upgrade you 2 times. So we're making $13,000 per week. Let's do a poll. Voter intention. Adam West. Al Rosenberg. Yep, see, I told you, it's going to be a very hard campaign against Rosenberg. Rosenberg, like, whoever Boris D. Reed is, they need to drop out. It's just going to be an Adam West versus Rosenberg campaign right here. So when are you going to run as a Democrat in Oklahoma in this game? I think that would be interesting. I think that would be interesting, too. I would actually like to do that. Just need to pick what county I'm going to be going out of, and if you have a suggestion of what county I should go out of in the state of Oklahoma, I would love to do that. Universal preschool, let's give you some $31,000. Finance. Contacts. They're not giving anything to me in this Senate campaign. Come on, I need this. Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit off of these rallies. Should have been doing this during the primary. Alright, this is the last day that we can do this, so let's hit it. $100,000 into Social Security. Ooh, that actually hurt. Let's do another $100,000 into the federal minimum wage. Okay, let's do $80,000. Alright, this is gonna be a fun one. Let's see who can win this. Adam West is barely ahead. We are way within the margin of error. 34.2 to 34. Boris Reed actually has a Boris Reed, what do you got? Fully supports. Okay, I'm gonna do one more poll. poll. Where would a universal basic income be, and where would that priority be? So it is economy, taxes, and social security. Economy, taxes, and social security. Should have figured that out about a little bit ago. Let's open as many field offices as we can. Alright, and we are out. Alright, let's see who can win. Alright, Rosenberg is now ahead, and I know Mr. West is going to be number 2. It looks like Rosenberg. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yikes. That was, even worse than I was thinking. Ouch. Man, PG just cannot win any federal elections or statewide elections in this in this playthrough, can he? I don't know if it's because Mr. West shot 3 people in his previous life. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting to see that Mr. West cannot get anywhere above his I mean, he just does not have that support. He just seems, and that statement aged well. Rita's doing something right, LMAO. If he is able to take away voters from the top 2, he might be a good politician, and that statement aged very well. Yeah, I know. J Aviation, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? Attack Boris Reed. There was nothing I could attack him on, that's the thing. City budget process has ended. You want to watch the presidential election? Actually, I do. Let's go ahead and watch, see who wins. And, ooh, Virginia goes blue. That's a flip right there. Let's see where Pennsylvania's going. You can already tell. Ooh, Pennsylvania goes to the Republican. A Republican who's running for re-election. Michigan goes for the Republican. And how about Wisconsin? Yep, there we go. And a Republican president gets re-elected. By 310 electoral votes to 228, about the same margin as the 2016 election. Except the difference is that New Hampshire actually voted for him again. So that is interesting. Let's go ahead and see. He got 40% of the vote in Maine. Democrat, well, no. Political party. 50.6% and then 49.4%. So the Republican actually got a good amount of the vote there. It wasn't that close. Well, I mean, close in Michigan and Pennsylvania, but I mean it was by a pretty wider margin in Wisconsin. What about Iowa? What happened in Iowa? It's a pretty comfortable margin in Iowa. Florida. Just about a good margin. I mean, Ohio. Oh, that's a very comfortable margin in the state of Ohio. Washington, D.C. McLean. Janice McLean. It's an interesting name. Alright, and let's see who Al Rosenberg becomes now the United States Senator from the state of Rhode Island. I knew as soon as I saw him in the race, I was like, oh god, we're running against him. And I just knew that we were possibly gonna lose. So we're not that lucky right now whenever it comes to who we're running against in these elections. Alright, is now the year 2021, is now the current year that we are in. Let's go ahead and submit this budget as is. We're gonna just leave it for that instead of messing with the amount of we're gonna just speed through the year 2021 just to get through all of this COVID crap. Governor Brenda Hunt will not be seeking re-election due to reaching a term limit for this position. If you run in this election, you have a good chance of winning. All right, we're gonna go for one more statewide seat. We're gonna go ahead and try to get this. And if we can't do that, then oh well. Like Jesus Christ, I just cannot win a statewide election in the state of Rhode Island. I mean, this is just fun. State Representative Drew Kessler will not be seeking re-election. No, I mean, we could also go for state representative, governor. Yeah, fingers crossed that we can win this governor's race. And then city budget again will be stated as is, and we are going to go for governor. And we're gonna pick a, yeah, we're gonna go with you. We've used that one Doris person. Can you run as a conservative Democrat? Depends on what state. We're gonna reduce taxes. We're going to reduce poverty and global warming, crime, guns, economic. Reduce the sales tax. Come on, come on, come on. Michelle Boyce. Who are you? He seems familiar. I think he was like ran for something. Michelle Boyce. Who the... I already forgot who Mr. Boyce was. Woo! Look at those interviews giving me so much crap. Providence. Providence. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Finance. And we're just fundraising like hell. Minimum wage, economic growth, $85,000 there. Okay, we seriously need to... Okay, poll data, 1,000 people. We're gonna do the most important ones. Health, guns, crime, poverty, taxes, education, economy. Priorities, voter enthusiasm, policy support, voter intention, approval rating, and name recognition. $58,000, and we're doing it in max. Name recognition, everyone knows who Adam West is. Adam West, approval rating, we have the highest out of everyone. Voter intention, we have the highest right now. So, I mean, hopefully we can actually win this. Wait, no, we're actually below Michelle Boyce. So we need to find something on Michelle Boyce that we can use against him in attack ads. Because he's going to be the number 2. Voter enthusiasm, we have the second highest against Fernando Barrera. Actually, Fernando Barrera and Michelle Boyce actually have the same amount of people. The problem we're running against is we're actually running against very well-known politicians. So that's one of the things that why we are having some sort of a issue right now in winning these elections. Priorities is economy, taxes, and education. So we need to accord. It is economy. Economy. Reduce the sales tax. Taxes. We're gonna not make a promise there. And education. Access to higher education, we're gonna give more funding. And then poll data. Economy, taxes, and education. And then it's minimum wage, very supported. Increase government spending to improve the economy, 75% there. %, Democrats really support increasing salaries. 77% support free college, and then 85% support free preschool. Even 72% of Republicans actually support that. Okay, so decreasing low for decrease low, and then maintain middle, I guess. See, they're so split. Right here. They're always split, so that's where you're always fumbling. Increase high. Increase high. 20% of Democrats support a flat tax. Government aid to the poor. Decreasing income inequality. So let's look. So decrease, we're going to maintain, and then we're going to increase on high. That. We oppose the flat tax. Support, support, support. Okay, let's look at immigration. And we're gonna donate... We're gonna donate $500,000 to our campaign. Actually, let's go ahead and donate another $200,000. It's gonna give us $1 million to use in its campaign. Oh, not bad. Universal preschool. Do $100,000 there. Staff. See, we're having a voter enthusiasm problem here. That's where our issue is that our voter enthusiasm is just... It's just not there. Taxes. Let's go to taxes, income tax rates, and let's do some ads on my income tax rates. And that lost us! See, oh man, I just... Hang on. Voter intention. See, we're below Boyce. I just have not played in a northern state. Okay, we got one more. Let's go to opponents. Shit, Michelle Boyce. What do you got? What can we use against this guy? Social, energy, environmental, health. Who names their son Michelle? I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, it is totally a voter enthusiasm issue that we're having. That's why we cannot win. Welcome to this video where you're watching me lose 3 elections in a row. Like, this should be way higher. That's why we're losing. And it's a 4-way primary. Jeez. We're probably going to be number 2. I mean, yeah, Michelle Boyce wins. We're number 3. We're number 3. So at least we're not the last. I mean, we got a little better in this primary, but I mean, we're every single one of these high level elections, we keep running against people that are already very well known. So that's one of the issues that I'm looking at, is that, I mean, we ran against Al Rosenberg. He was the representative for the 1st District of Rhode Island at large. And as soon as I saw his name, I'm like, oh god, we're gonna lose. So then I'm running against 2 governors that, again, are already well known, and I ran against the incumbent one, so that's probably why I lost, is because I was running against an incumbent governor. And then just lie constantly and you'll win the election. I've tried. Michelle Boyce, I saw his name earlier, but I can't really remember what the hell he ran for. I don't know if I ran against him, or something, but I ran against this guy before, and it's just, again, he's already very well known, and even though I'm very well known, I just am not able, Michelle Boyce is basically stealing the show. I can't run against the guy that's literally stealing all of the voter enthusiasm whenever I cannot get that voter enthusiasm myself. So I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, I've already been streaming for over an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I think I'm going to stream Power and Revolution. I'm going to try to stream Power and Revolution on Wednesday. So it's, man, that was just, that was just a lot. I mean, it's... I need to figure out... I need to look through this video again just to see who I ran against, because I remember seeing his name, I just don't remember seeing it somewhere. Boris Reed, Adam West. Adam West. Well, let me go to politicians. Go to state. And then... Brenda Hunt is the governor. I'm gonna add you to the favorites. Oh, search. What the hell was this guy's name? Let me look. Mitchell Boyce. Search. No matches. I maybe spelled his name wrong. Mitchell. What if I just do Michelle? What if I just do Boyce? Okay, I guess that thing's broken. Alright. I am going to... We're gonna go to week 45 just to see who wins this election. And see what Congress looks like, actually. And then we'll go ahead and call this quits. Governor! Brenda Hunt. No. New governor elected. Michelle Boyce defeated. So, go to profile. Add to favorites. He is... history. He's a veteran of the Marines. Yeah, no wonder we lost. He was a state representative. Oh! He was the state representative of my district. That's how I actually knew him. Okay. He was the vice chair of the Conservative Democrats. And then he was Oh! He was the guy who didn't run for election in 2020. Because he ran in the 2020 election for Senate, but he retired. So he was the sitting senator. That's why he won, is literally because he was a sitting senator, and it's like this, you know, you don't run against a senator. I'm a mayor, and I'm running against a senator. I mean, he already had that fundraising potential. He had everything behind him. So I mean, we got a little closer in that election, but again, again, that's the reason why is that I'm running against these already very well-known politicians. I ran against the incumbent governor of the state of Rhode Island, and then I'm running against the former senator of the state of Rhode Island. So again, that's you can't compete against that, especially if you're a low-level politician. So that explains why I lost all of those times, and it's just like it's not telling me whenever these people are running, and I don't see it until I check to see who I'm running against. So I'm gonna go for this again. We're gonna go ahead and make another one of these in the future, because I really want to get Adam West into a high level office. We just need to do something more than you know, run. I mean, we're probably not even going to run for election for mayor come the next year, because there's actually an election coming up in 2023, and I am not going to be running in that one. We're going to be running for something in 2024. We're going to try to figure out what it is by that time. So anyway, guys, if you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will put Quagmire to be the Minister of Gender Equality in the next episode. Definitely we will do that. But anyway, again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys want to see more content like this, just hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any more videos whenever I do make them. Look at that county map right there. No red counties, completely blue. I want to be senator, or I want to be governor. Come on, I want something. Just give me something. But again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys, and I will see you guys in the Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, please go ahead and join the Discord, as the Nightbot has been posting it, and I will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.